Hello everyone and welcome to Factorio. I'm Par and I'm gonna be playing Seablock now. So, in the previous episode, we were basically unfilling this block, this rail block, consisting of 4 city blocks. And I've been kind of trying to figure out how to do with copper, trying to fix and kind of reshuffle copper usage. And I'm not sure whether we did a good enough job of that or not. We are waiting for this copper plates to run out. That's the idea. Once they run out, then once warehouse runs out of copper plates, we'll redirect the coils over there and we'll get our plates back. Okay. Now, hopefully this should decrease the demand on copper plates, which should in turn ideally allow this block to kind of supply us with all our copper needs. Good. Now, another thing that we discussed, we want to produce tungsten ore here. And tungsten ore here, we'll need to have a grid for that. Maybe we should do that. Let's start doing this basically now, because it takes a while to actually, properly clear the space. And we should also be, I think, landfilling. Can we remove that nest? I think we can. Yep, we can. We can do it. Nice. We could also try and do something about that nest, to be honest. Let's see. Yep. Okay, and this one. You know what? This is good enough. This will be good enough. We need to landfill both of these blocks, and we'll need to place a huge blueprint with geodes right here. It might take us some time to do that, but yeah, it will get done at some point, so it's fine. Now that not all robots are busy, so I'm basically thinking, what should I focus on now? I decided that I want to switch this process to use coolant as well. I think that's pretty important to use coolant, but I don't want to, break things right now while I'm building stuff like extra ore production over there. Speaking of our production, we are missing 23 of crystallizers 3. What I'd like to do, I'd like to maybe copy. So let's take a look. We have this geodes built. The question is this the correct version of the build or not? Let's see. We would like to upgrade water plants for sure. Where are they? Here they are. Let's upgrade water plants. We would like to... Let's save. What else is missing with water? With them being upgraded. We are missing upgrades for crystallizers, and we are missing upgrades for air filter. Let's do that. Do we have air filter? Yes, we have air filter upgrade. Great. So let's go here. We'll apply this one, crystallizer upgrade, and we will apply a filter upgrade. Great. Now, does this thing match? I feel like it matches. Okay, if I click it, will it break anything? I don't think it did anything. Good. So we have a working, a good build for geodes. Let's just place it let's say here. Let's start placing those. We'll place one here, maybe a second one here. Let's place a couple. In order not to overload our bots too much. This is big electric pole too, so we'll need to rearrange this thing a little bit, because we actually want the power from this path to kind of feed that build. So we want this stuff to be delivered over, well, as in power, brought up over there. And I am not sure about this power pole. Let's quickly go there and disconnect it from everything, because otherwise we will lose some power. Okay, nice. Good stuff. We'll do the same thing here. Nice. Great. Now, we basically just need to wait for the robots to deliver everything. And while that is happening, maybe I should fix this process. Let's think. So we want to have steel happening here. I'm not sure I want to use... where is it? Do we have the blueprint? I don't think we have a blueprint. Okay, I feel like this one is definitely not needed. Yep, that's not needed. Let's just delete it. We will not be using that one. And this is another farm power. We'll also not be needing this one. Let's just delete it. What's happening? What's happening? Oh, they're connected. I see. Okay, got it. Let's do the following. Let's just tell all of these rubber parts that we don't really need them. They can be cleared. Okay. So what can we do about steel? We probably want to have more steel. Actually, it doesn't seem to be the case. I was thinking that we need more steel to feed this part, but it is looking okay. You know what we might need to do here? We might need to switch this to like to a better process with coolant. That might be pretty useful, actually. But I don't want to do that. I want to first focus on steel here. Why do we have no steel? Because the steel ingot. Steel ingots. What? Wait. We are not delivering steel ingots? Interesting. Very, very strange. Very strange. What is that? How do I read this line? We got a delivery of crushed ammonium from output of the plates into the mall. Like, this just doesn't make any sense to me. Output, like this output never had ammonium, and there is no ammonium here. What's going on? Maybe we had some other station just with the same name. Okay, what's going on now? Oh no. That is not good. The thing that I don't understand, how did all of this blow up? How is it even possible? Right, I think it's because of this connection. Got it. Because of this one. Yeah. Need to be careful not to deliver too much power. Here. Okay. Now it should be better. I feel it should be better now. Okay. So, do we do anything about steel or not? Where is my steel? We don't have that much steel getting produced now, which could potentially be a problem. Let's think. So if I have block of steel, this stuff, placed right here, for example, or maybe even below here, then the only thing I'll need some smelters above to power this. Let's take a look. So we should have, we have this ones. Yes, we have this stuff. We are asking for 55 iron ingots, and we'll have a similar one for the steel. The steel one will be asking like to get 30 steel per second. We'll need a really tiny build here, because it's 5, and here it's 2.5. Okay, so we for some reason are scaling this build to be 2 times smaller. If it's 2 times larger, it will basically have 2 times more inputs. This thing will require, so normally this build would require 10 blast furnaces. And over here it will need 10, also 10 blast furnaces. So we can actually kind of connect them one to another kind of directly. And here we have only 4.5. I think I came up with the idea for this build. Let's do this. Let's basically say we are cutting off the iron. We are cutting off the iron, and we'll need to redo lots of other things here, but it should be doable. Shouldn't be very hard. Let's wait, we'll delete all of that. I probably want to cut this stuff as well. Not that it really matters, because we'll have to pick up the charcoal from there anyway. Okay, now let's tell robots that we are basically done with this old build. We'll be using a new, better build from now on. We'll be using a new, better build. Right, the only kind of problem here is that we need, well, it's not even a problem, we need manganese basically to get delivered there. And we need the lime, or whatever is the thing. Is it lime or limestone? This is limestone, and we'll need limestone for iron. We can do that. I just want these things to get cleared. We can start deleting maybe this. Okay. The alternative is that I could actually replace this part as well with something better. Because I have a better coolant build. I could maybe place a better coolant build right here. and then somehow connect it. Let's think. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7. Wow, that's only 7. But you just said we need 10. We need 10 to supply this tiny build. Well, not really. Not quite, because we don't want to use steel ingot as is. We don't want to use this one. We actually want to be using the other process. We actually want to use this one wherever we can. So it's 2 times less. So it means that we actually want 1-to-1 ratio. So if we had like 4 of this, we would be fine with just 5. So it's like 5 to 5 would be fine. Interesting. Let's see. Let's try to do something. We'll try to do something interesting here. Right. This is connected like that. Let's get our copper built. This one. And we'll try to kind of attach it to the steel, right? We could even make use of these filters in theory. I'm not sure. I am not fully sure about that. Let's see. So if we place this like this, no. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Right. I'm not sure how do we usually do that, because I want to have I want to keep consistency, to be honest, and yeah. So the consistency would mean doing something like this at the starting area, which is kinda a mess, but maybe I just need this thing as an indicator. Right. At least this way, the placement will be consistent. Not clear exactly what we will get from such consistency, but we can think about that later and kind of figure it out later, right? So this part, we had right, where is it? Where is our splitter? The splitter is supposed to come right after this inserters. Good. And it's looking at the left, I think. I should have copied a little bit more. I should have copied. Right, it's on the left side of the belt. Good. Let's place this same way, like that. That's basically our block with coolant. The only thing missing is that we actually need to deliver coolant here, but we are doing it kind of here, and we don't want to be doing that here. Instead, we want to pull it kind of to the left. Right, so now this part will be built. It will get connected. Now the only problem, the only kind of trick here, the question I guess, is how do we connect this induction furnaces with the steel? So let's say we'll have steel here. with steel ingots. Right? We could be producing actually. Well, it's not even only steel ingots, it's like 50-50, half plus half, right? We need half of it to be manganese, half of it to be steel ingots. Let's think, and then we'll do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Or we could have this one, the lower one, kind of south one, to be the iron, and the top one to be the steel, because we have lots of space to do something about it over there. Yeah, how about that? Let's do this. So, iron. We need to have 52 ingots of iron. If we go for to power this whole thing, right? We need exactly 52 ingots. So if we go for 52 ingots and are trying to use this process, we need 5 blast furnaces. We don't need more. We need only 5. So let's remember, from all of this, we need only 5 blast furnaces. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the other stuff can be removed later. We'll remove it later. Okay, and I probably want to pull the belts down, actually, and not up. I think that would be better. I feel like that would be much better. We'll do it like that. Let's see. How can we do that? Well, let's just start with something. I think we just gotta start, right? We gotta start doing something, and then we'll figure out how exactly to proceed from there. Okay, so now we're taking this stuff, we are sending it over there. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need exactly 5, I believe. So we have this one. We'll have a splitter. We'll connect things like that. We'll have another. So if you have another splitter, let's see, 1, 2, 3, yep. And we'll have, I guess, another one right here. And another one. Now, the problem is that we need to send stuff to the left right before, I think. Alright, we'll be doing something like this. We'll be doing something like this. We'll have a splitter here. Not that we really need this one. We actually don't need this one because we have that splitter. Oh no, wait, I missed it off by one, like this. Okay, we do need this one. And we need some underground belts. Let's place them like this. Somewhat in the middle. Okay. Now we'll wait, and all of this will be delivered. We'll tell this thing. Okay, we'll actually tell this one that input priority is from the left. We want to take stuff from there. And here we'll say that we want to output it to the right, so that we are basically moving as much as as many things as we can to the right. And we could actually say that input priority is also from the right. Should we do that? I mean, we don't want this line to stop ever, so we probably want to have that in from the left, good. I believe this should do it. This should be enough. We don't need this connection, because all of this is supposed to go down here. And now, the only thing that we need to solve the situation with lubricant. And we can do it there. I will even copy the piping. Well, it's not like there is a lot to be copied. Nice. Good. Now we almost have this built. We actually shot on transport belts, and they require tin and iron. But we do have lots of iron, so that's not a problem. I think the main problem is that we are trying to build this stuff. What's happening with our mole? Where is our iron? Iron is here. We don't have green sockets. But how would green sockets stop our production of the belts? What is going on there? I'm not sure what's going on with the build. Oh wait, Oh, seriously? I think it's from the moment when we had, contamination of the chest of the assembler. Well, not exactly contamination, but from the moment when we had damaged belt, we were like fixing things over here, but I never went back to fix it properly. Right, what do we see here? We have a lot of biome planner, but it's not being used in the research facility over here. Right, because we are missing blue signs, and we are missing blue signs because... Why is that happening? Because we don't have red sockets. And we don't have red sockets because we are probably missing something needed for them. We are missing green sockets, and green sockets, we've been having problems with them for a while. We don't have copper. Yep. Yep. Let's go. Let's proceed with where is our steel build? It's over there. Let's proceed with trying to do something here. So this will actually be not steel. This will be iron, right? And we'll be using like a straightforward process of smelting iron without any manganese. We don't want that. I mean, in theory, we could have something here prioritizing manganese if we have it. If we have leftovers of manganese from steel production, that is. But let's not do this now. Let's not do this. Let's not change the consumption of the materials just yet. Let's just focus on making sure that like this build works properly. So this thing, this one, could be our regular steel production from steel ingot. It could be just that stuff. The above one, well, we'll have a tiny problem, right? Or not? Let's move this thing a little bit up. We'll say something like top-up valve. No, not return, top-up valve. We'll connect it with the valves, just in case. I don't want this stuff, this line, to work unless it has to. And in theory, the above 5 induction furnaces should be able to handle pretty much everything that we need from our steel. So this will be our steel. It will go here. Like the excess of the steel, because in total we need only 1 belt of steel. Right? And in order to get 1 belt of steel, basically this amount of steel. We need 26, and we'll be getting exactly this one. Yep. In order to get it, well, we do require a lot of charcoal. We actually are using more charcoal here than we are able to produce. So that's a potential problem. It's a potential issue. How do we solve it? We, for now, will just add a chest here. Where are the chests? Gotta find the chest. Here, still chest. Looks good. Looks pretty good. And we'll use it as a buffer. So we'll be kind of buffering the charcoal to kind of handle fluctuations of the consumption of charcoal. And if it's not enough, then we can like belt of charcoal over there and do something with that one. Okay, this part, it's not really needed. We can... I want to actually dismantle this whole thing. How do we do that? We are cutting this connection so that from now on iron is actually consumed there, and we will I think stop processing things here like that. Yep, nice. And another thing that I'd like to do, I'd like to make the usage here a little bit better. We could remove all of that. And we could bring... Well, actually, I don't need to remove this one. Skip it. I just want to do it kind of like this. Okay, and the final one doesn't have to go further than that. Okay, so now we are feeding these 5 furnaces with a lot of ingots. Good. We don't need the remaining part pretty much at all. We can remove this one. We can also remove this part. And yeah, like charcoal, we'll have to figure this out. How much lime does this require? This is only 10 limestone, and this one's 7.5. So basically, this single belt of lime that we have should be enough to power everything. We'll just need to rearrange a little bit the manganese. That shouldn't be that hard, we'll do it, and we'll need to request even more steel. Oh, sorry, not steel, iron ore. To have like balanced usage of the iron on the other kind of side. Over here. Right, we lost power somehow. How did that happen? I think we just lost the connection somewhere. That's it. Right. Oh, I see. Okay, we lost connection here, and I probably want to reintroduce a connection there. So let's say we'll have one here and one more there. Good. Great. Now we need to remove. Why was that not consumed? I think it's just because, yeah. I feel like it's because we ran out of power. That got to be the explanation, right? We are removing this part. Well, actually, that's not exactly correct, because we need the thing delivered here, and we can actually do it from this side, just like that. It might be not the best kind of way of doing that, but if it works, it works, you know. If it works, it works. We'll give out priority to the left. Good. Let's see. Check. We are producing lubricant. We are producing this stuff. We are missing something though. We are missing water. So let's add the water. We'll have water right here. And that's the only part that's needed. Right. I forgot. We didn't change the recipes. So this will be steel. And that's good, right? This is really good steel with productivity bonus. And this will be our iron also. Good iron with productivity bonus. This part we'll kind of rearrange. We'll say that, okay, how are we doing it here? We are saying that the first assembly machines are matching the coils. Let's follow the same pattern. This will be the steel. Where is our steel? This one, right? We are uncoiling the stuff. This will be the steel, and this will be regular iron. We'll be uncoiling the iron. Right here. Okay, good. Look at that. It's working great. And then, I would assume on the left, for consistency, we will send the steel shed coils. Let's double check how we're doing it here. Oh, we are letting forward the copper one. Okay, we can be consistent. We can allow forward the iron one. Great. This is looking great. We need to reconnect those things. So we'll have a combination of iron and steel coming from here, and iron and steel coming from here. Awesome. That is awesome. I really like this build. It took us a while to kind of design it, and it was pretty compact. Like, it was a little bit hard to fit everything. But now that we've done it, it's a pretty, like, it's a really compact way of building stuff. And I think I lost my previous design. Oh, I think I lost it. That's okay. We probably will not need the previous one anyway, because it's not as space efficient as this one. This is like a really nice rectangle. It's hard to make it like more compact, you know, better. Right, we are smelting stuff. It is getting here. Wait, it is not getting here. Why is that the case? Molten iron, molten iron. Right, because this is not... My bad, my bad. This was supposed to be the steel. Sorry, the iron, and this one is supposed to be the steel. It's okay. So these things will be steel, steel, and these ones will be iron. Okay, good, good. Almost nothing changed. It's all the same. It's all the same. Okay, now this part is working. We're actually producing iron if we needed that. How would we connect all of this? I just want to delete maybe all of that. Like, all of that is gone. Maybe even this part as well. Just delete all of that. I don't like the way this thing looks. We'll fix it later. First I want to copy this stuff up to probably there. Up to this. And we'll paste it here. So it's supposed to look pretty good. Now, we don't need this part. We don't need to send the tin up there. I don't think we can export. We cannot export charcoal, so we'll remove that one. Let's see what remains. We are missing this line. We have this thing. These things, they will have like some connections with some conditions that we'll need to kind of take another look at. And we're requesting steel ingots here for some reason. Alright, because there is no real point in using steel ingots for anything else, we might as well load them up into the provider. And that is it, except I almost forgot that I needed to fix the lines here. They just are looking really bad. Oh no, like that. So what's the problem now? Okay, we are missing two. We're missing this one, this one. Good, awesome, it's looking much better now. Let's see, so we resumed our iron production. Let's say this part will be looking at iron sheet coil, this one will be looking at iron, of course. This thing will be for iron, this one will be for steel. So here we have steel. And this one will also be steel. This thing, we have no idea. Well, we actually do have an idea. It will be steel ingots, because we also want to export steel ingots. Right, we got to remember about that. And this will be steel sheet coils. I mean, we'll have to check whether everything here is working properly, but okay, iron. We'll double check it later. For now, it will be just filling stuff. Why are we continuing to fill iron plates? Right, because we were missing this connection. Okay, nice. The stuff is working, we are consuming the steel. That is great. Now, our goal is to produce lots and lots of steel ingots. Right? And how we are gonna be doing that? We'll be doing that by chaining the furnaces. So we'll have dedicated blast furnaces producing iron ingots just for steel blast furnaces, right? Just for that. Let's see how we could make this work. So we have this kind of build that we are using. Let's say we continue using this one. Probably up to there, maybe. Something like this. Let's say we'll have it. And we'll need to fit a bit. Well, we might be short on vertical space, so let's try to make it a little bit compact. I will not... Alright, this can be removed. This will work. We can actually copy this thing, paste it here. Do we want a second one? I'm not sure we need a second one, but we could have that, I guess. Or we could maybe just have this one on this side. And we could use the middle one to handle our charcoal needs. So we could have... How would we do that? Alright, we could basically have something like this. Okay, we'll get it. We'll get it. I think we'll get it. This will be charcoal. We need to grab stuff from this belt and drop it here, 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 and here. We need to take things from here. Oh, wait, that's not all. We also need some oxygen. We need some oxygen. Okay, we can produce oxygen actually here. We seem to have some space there. Or maybe even... We'll see, we'll figure this out. It shouldn't be that hard to achieve. One thing that I'd like to check, the height of this. We can actually fit it right there, so that's good. That is actually pretty good. We'll be able to barely fit it. Over there we need two... Wait, we don't... I'm confused. Right. I'm not confused anymore. I was thinking, okay, that's a lot of ingots that we need delivered, but we actually don't care about ingots. What we care about this stuff, the ore, and we only need 60 ore. Well, I'm saying only, it's 2 full belts of ore. I don't think we have enough production for actually we might have enough production because of this. But then why would we consume this? Alright, we'll be consuming this ore only if we basically have like excess of it if we cannot fully power this line. And the priority of this one is normal, and the priority of this one is higher. I'm a bit surprised why it's higher. It would make sense to have higher priority here only if we started using manganese, which we might actually do. Right, I haven't figured out what to do with manganese yet. We will figure something out later. Right, so this part. Let's see again what is happening here. This one should be working fine. If I copy this and try to fit it here, we don't. Oh wait, we do have space because we can reuse these two lines. Okay, that's great. That's actually awesome news. That's awesome news for us. Let's connect the output. The output will be connected in a similar way, kinda in line. What is splitter? Here's a splitter. You know what? That's enough. Enough is enough. Let's upgrade the tier of the things we are using in here, and yeah, we'll just be using that stuff everywhere from now on. It's not like we have resource problems, right? I mean, we do have huge resource issues, but we're still going with that. Okay, good. We could even copy this splitter configuration. We want to give priority to the stuff that we are taking from the middle, and this thing needs to be delivered forward, and we need another belt. Let's say this belt that will be okay. We need to turn these things for sure. These ones will take stuff from the bottom there. We basically need to copy this thing and paste it there. We are missing a couple of inserters. Sorry, not inserters. We are missing a couple of power poles. How do you make it kind of really nice? If I copy this thing, it doesn't actually fit. If I copy it, it does not fit. How can we make it fit? We can move this thing to the side. We could add the power pole here, here, and here. Good. That's our build. We need to copy it 5 times. Let's try that. Where could we start from? I mean, it doesn't matter. We'll just check in the size for now. Okay, 1 copy, 2, 3. It's not done. Okay. 3rd copy. Wait, how many is that? 8. We need 1 more. We don't have space for that. Or do we? We almost have space. We just need to bring it a little bit up. Like 1, maybe up. Okay, let's quickly, don't do this. Let's do something. If we do it like this, do we have space? Let's double check. And we actually do. We actually do have some space. Oh, this is awesome. This is looking great. Okay, cool. We got it. Now, we need to send this thing over there. That means that we need to rearrange like a couple of minor things here. We'll be sending limestone to the left. This is line for limestone. We need a line for charcoal. So here is our charcoal, and actually don't need this part. We could make it, I guess, a red one from here on. Should we do that though? I'm not sure we should, but let's do it anyway. So it will be a red one. It will go directly like this with a splitter, sending some stuff to the left. Actually, not even the splitter, this. Okay, we need to figure something out here, but it should be doable. I want to send this stuff, actually, over there. I want it to work like that. Good. Alright, the problem that I see now is how exactly would we deliver these belts over there? There is no easy way unless we, I guess, somehow pull them through. Right here. Okay, that's... we have a tiny problem here. A tiny problem. I don't understand how to get the belts over there. We don't need this part, we don't need this one. We can just finish this thing over there. We could move it one tile to the left, and it could help us actually a lot. Let's try and do that. Let's try to move this thing one tile to the left. Like that. Okay. Move to the left, so we have a little bit of space here. For, let's say, one belt, right? One iron belt can actually, right, let's finish this thing. So I want this to be over there, I want this thing to be here. We would like to send, okay, this thing got to be here. This one also got to be there. Okay, let's see what's happening. We can send one belt, probably the closest one, this one. Send it from here. This stuff, this steel, will come here, but it's actually not quite as simple, right? Because we also need manganese. So let's see. We have two belts of manganese. Come, we even don't need to match them, to be honest. We could just okay, let's see. And we need one iron here, and we probably need one more iron. Let's also bring it. Oh, we cannot bring it on that side. It's okay. It's okay. So this is manganese. The iron part will figure it out. We'll have another manganese will go here. So manganese will go on the left, like this, and the iron we will pull it to this side. Okay, and this is manganese. This is manganese. So let's say manganese is going up. This is also... No, this is not manganese. This is... Why did we make this one iron? Ah, it's okay. So these are two manganeses. This is iron. This is iron, this is iron, and we can send both of this over there. So I'm not even trying to be like space efficient here, because I don't think it actually matters. I don't think it matters in this case, like for this kind of build. Nice, so this is one of our iron. It will fit exactly half of this thing. Where is half? Half is 5. 5. And we have another 5 right there. Good. So half is up to here. Right. And the other half will be fed with like by another belt. So now the only question is how do we get that belt over there? And I think we'll just let it kind of go through here. Right here. Will this work? Well, we might need slightly more space there, so let's move this below. This is our oxygen connection, right? We need oxygen. We still haven't really solved that problem with the oxygen, or like the fact that we don't really have any oxygen produced yet, but we have some space above, and I'm counting, like I'm really hoping that the space will be enough. If it's not enough, then I guess we'll have to rearrange something here and get like a little bit of oxygen here and a little bit there. It should be possible. It should be possible. Right, let's see. We are producing ingots. We are feeding this thing with ingots. And now what we need to... Wait. I think we're missing belts here. Right, that's what we've been missing. Now, I would like to send this iron up there. And I'd like to do it like this, I think. So we can have another one here. We can have one here. We'll need to do some spaghettiing around, like this. Nice. And now it's really as simple as that. So we have both of the belts. They're balanced, right? They're taking stuff from this and this, like from different warehouses, and they're all pulled up there. Now, the thing that we need to do here is the following. Right, what was the idea? Let's see. We need to get a lot of steel, so it's either one full belt of steel or this thing with manganese, in which case it's 50-50. So we're actually fine with having only half of a belt of manganese. Why did I do this thing? What was the purpose of this whole stuff? I don't see really a purpose in there, and we'll change it a little bit to make it somewhat nicer. We'll just merge the stuff. Will have just one belt of manganese. We don't need more. It just doesn't do anything for us, right? So we'll have some manganese combined into one belt. And the thing about this belt is we don't even need that much, right? We don't even need that, single belt. We need only half a belt of manganese. And this part can be our, good molten steel production. We will delete these things. We'll move this one down as it used to be, like that. This will go up. This is removed. And we need to add top-up valves from above. Like that. And maybe, just maybe, we could do it even better. Right, let's move this thing even further up. let's... Or not. No. We'll keep it like that. Or not. I'm trying to do it in a way right, yes. We'll move it even further up. Like that. And instead of having multiple kind of connections, they will have a single one, and it will be joined right here. We'll be joining things right here. We will do the following. We will have... How should we do it? Right. We'll have inline storage tank right here, so that the stuff can accumulate from these induction furnaces, because I have a feeling that we have more of them than absolutely needed, and we have an overflow, top-up valve here, just one. And the hope is that these 5 induction furnaces should be able to generate enough pressure to like fully fill this pipe by this point. So with multiple top-up valves, we might have had like some issues. I don't actually know whether we would have them, would have had them or not. But let's basically try with this approach. And pretty much now what is happening is we just want to kind of split the thing and give priority to the left. We want to feed this stuff with steel first, so we'll be feeding... I don't have anything that could use to like give half of it priority. Let's connect all of this. So this will be our... Oh. Wait, that's not what we wanted. Okay, fine. Fixed, we don't have problem anymore. Fix the issue, so we'll be sending, giving priority to the left so that it fits this part. And now the only thing that's missing really... Yeah, let's say priority left. Now the only thing that's really missing is the oxygen. How much oxygen do we need? Right, so let's say we are talking about 26. About like this build with 10 furnaces. In 300 oxygen. 300 oxygen should be really easy to get. It's 5 chemical plants. And 2 flare stacks. And 8. Oh, wow. 8. Interesting. I mean, we could kind of align them here. Is this 8? 8. But that means that I don't have to like rotate them like that. Just place them over there. We'll have a pipe connecting all of them. And we need 5 chemical plants, right? Let's have them. So let's say we'll have... Let's say we'll have one here. 1, 2, 3. Was it 5 that we needed? 6. Okay, we got 6 somehow. I mean, we don't need 6. 5 is enough. Let's keep only 5. So we have oxygen. Oxygen, nitrogen. We want to add these things. Paste this a couple of times. Okay, and we want to add a couple of flare stacks. We'll have a flare stack here. This one. And I'll have a flare stack over there. Good. So now we just need to give them some electricity. Right, you could even kind of just connect all of this everywhere, like to each other. We need one other connection to flare stack. And now it's time to give the oxygen, like bring the oxygen here into the system, and we can do that basically like this, except it's shifted slightly. I just want to shift it like that. And that should be it. Well, that should be it. Now, this build should be working fine. No, not fine. It's gonna be missing charcoal. So it will not actually have enough charcoal. Let's say we are sending priority to the right. Like we're giving priority. If we give priority to the right, I'll be really sad. We will not be giving priority. Well, I kind of want to, but at the same time, I want to have some charcoal delivered there to use it kind of like as a backup in some sense. How can we do that? Can we bring charcoal somehow from here? We could bring it from here, I think, right? Right. We could bring charcoal like this, and then from here we could just bring it there. It will go. Actually, we don't even need to. Well, we kinda do. Right. Let's see. If we bring charcoal here, we could have something like that with the priority from the right. I think it would look nice if we did it like that, to be honest. Just visually a little bit nicer. And what that means, it means that we actually need to get some charcoal. Where could we get it from? I feel we could get charcoal right from here. Oh. No, not like this. Maybe from here. Right. This is totally not a spaghetti. Oh. Did we run out? I think we ran out of manganese. We seem to have run out of manganese. Let's request charcoal just so that we have we have it. Without charcoal, we are asking for 100. We'll get lots of charcoal, and maybe we could even find something that also requires charcoal to kind of copy paste the filter here. Yep. So here is our charcoal. Oh, and it already got delivered. We should get it. It will be brought up here, all the way here, and we'll say the priority is from the right. We want to use up our local charcoal production first. That is slightly buffered. Slightly. Just a tiny bit buffered. So we want to use that one first before we start consuming anything that's coming from here. So we want to like mostly rely on local production, and we will. Nice. Let's see, everything is balanced here except for lime and charcoal. Manganese, what's up with manganese? So we don't have manganese, and that's why we are using up all of that. Oh right, I almost forgot. We need to deliver the stuff over there. Let's check what's happening now. We are checking this for steel, this for iron shot coils, this for steel ingots, good. This for steel thingies, shot coils, steel ingots again, good. Iron, this is for steel. Everything seems to be in order, to be honest. It looks like it should be working fine. We're still missing some things. I guess for, well, it's not even for construction of this part, because it just happened to have no power, unfortunately. So how about we give this thing some power, but maybe with roboports? Do we have something with roboports here? Yep, we do. So let's basically do that, and we will copy it, place it right there, like this. Nice. Now the only problem is that there are like lots of this annoying connections, and we need to go there and disconnect the power in order not to lose lots of power poles. Right, it's on the side. Here we have it. we are disconnecting this thing, we are disconnecting this thing, and we are kind of disconnecting that thing. And then we'll reconnect everything. Yep, we'll reconnect everything back at some point later. Okay, let's move back. We could also take a look at the dashboard. It's probably still short on Critinium. Oh, look at that. We are no longer that short on Critinium. But we have no longer short on circuits. Interesting, but now we don't have red ones. What's happening with the red ones, by the way? We are producing them. So I would say there are really no issues there. This part completely removed. This line completely removed. And everything here could be cleared, I guess, at some point, but I mean, we could do it now, I think. Right? We are not using this for anything except for this power connection, which we preserved. And this part, it also doesn't need anything here, and here we're just deleting this. Okay, nice, we cleared this part of the build. Let's continue, let's get back to what we built here. So this is our new awesome block. Everything seems to be, well, not really. We are short on iron ore a bit. Takes a while to deliver all of that, but it's fine. We got charcoal. We still have priority for this one, so it's like this build, like we don't have enough charcoal here to produce both steel and iron. We just don't have it, but it should still be mostly possible for the build to do that. Right, and we are producing manganese, but chances are we don't get a lot of manganese here. So if something is using steel, we are not actually producing steel ingots that are needed for cobalt steel. So if we have a usage of the steel, like normal steel, then cobalt steel will be suffering. But this is a pretty large build in my opinion, producing just steel ingots. It's supposed to give like one full red belt of steel ingots. That's a lot. It is a lot. Why is that a bit... I don't quite understand why we are not able to evenly consume everything here. I feel like something might not be working exactly as it should. Let's take a look. So if you look at the steel production here, unit 10, 20, 20, 10, 10, 20, 20. This should work. But for some reason, it doesn't. For some reason, these are not always green, like blinking. And it's missing iron pellets. Oh, look at that. Half of our build doesn't work. Okay, we got it, we got it. We found a problem. So we lost this inserter. We need to turn it like that. So we have inserted here, we need it here. Okay, it's not half of the build, it's 1/4. Oh, and we need this one. Okay. So with that, the steel should be fixed. We should have all of this basically working non-stop and giving us one full belt of steel, which actually we shouldn't be able to consume full belt of steel here because we are supposed to be able to consume only how much? 20... 25, right? Okay, and maybe one other trick that we could use here, maybe we could use overflow. valve. Or not? No, I don't know. We'll figure that part out. Maybe we'll just have like some conditions, some circuitry to really make sure that this line of molten steel is like a proper top up. But yeah, now it doesn't matter because we are out of manganese. Alright, let's see. Actually, wait, before we move on, we need 4 induction furnaces to work like this. However, if we have manganese, then we need only 2.2. Okay, so this line, what we have below, should be more than enough to produce, like, give lots and lots of molten steel here. We could even do something like this. Not that it's really needed, but just to make sure that really everything, like lots of steel and manganese, could fit in here. Because what we have now, it's probably not enough, right? Yes, this is the ratios needed for 2.2, but if you want to have like more, 5 of them running, we need slightly more than 15 per second. So blue belt should help us there. We should even have blue belts, I think, somewhere. Okay, look at that. Everything is working. We are producing stuff. We're even producing steel once in a while here. It's working. It's looking great. This is our new iron and steel. I guess it's wrong to call it like iron sheet coil production because we already have that thing over there. Yeah, we already have this one, so this is not exactly iron sheet coil production, but we could definitely call it better like steel production, and that's what we did today. We're focusing on better steel production, and we got it. If we look at steel, how much more are we getting it? So now we are getting 1.5 thousand per minute, and before that we were at 860. Like we never were higher than 900. Just never. 900 was the maximum, and now we are at, I mean, we are jumping to like 2.8, 2.9, I guess almost 3000, and this block is supposed to be giving us well, it's not on this block. I think it's 2 times of this. Oh right, so we actually do need a better belt here. Anyway, like we are producing lots of stuff here, lots of steel, and that's what's important. Important part is that we are getting a lot of steel produced, and look at that, some manganese even reaches the final, like the last of this. Okay, good. Let's take a break here. That was episode, seems like 164, where we improved our steel production. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next episode. Cheers!